Have you ever wondered how people make this kind of social media design presentation? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own presentation, how you can consistently present your design online without having to create these designs anymore. And we're going to be making all of this in Canva, so let's drop right into Canva and do that now. Alright, welcome to this tutorial. We'll be presenting our design for social media or probably making a portfolio design that we can use. Okay, just to start up, in the last tutorial we talked about how we can present our design, right? And if you remember, we made something like this. Okay, something like this, and we made other ones like this. Okay, and we made other ones like this. Okay, these were you actually making the design that you are going to be presenting. And now we want to take that design a little bit further, okay, where we can take those design and present it online, maybe make a social media post, because those are some of the things that are going to drive your brand. As you're making design, you're posting them, so how you present your design consistently is going to be one of the key factor to your growth. Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to learn how we going to present our design, especially for social media, and we're going to be making this. Okay, social media design, then you put your design, then on the next page you start posting your design one after the other. Maybe you made for a week 5 design or 6 design, you can put all together like this. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you can replace all this. Remember, some of them are duplicating here. We're going to replace all of them, okay, so that you can have them for your design consistently. And let's say you want to go the other route, you want to make your social media or you want to make your portfolio. Okay, you can make something like this. Okay, I'm not going to be teaching you this, but I just want you to take a look at it, where we have hello, I'm a social media graphic designer, and I put some tools that I know how to use here, and I just put some of my design here, and I did my about me right up here, and I point to this arrow. Again, it's going to lead me to something like me presenting each of those design one after the other. Then you can send that off to the client or to whosoever you're using for job hunting and all that. So what we're going to be making is actually this. So let's create a new page. We have this blank page. We can come here, click on this plus icon, come to this one and just create maybe something like this. Okay, or maybe you can create this blank one, or you can create your own. Okay, maybe something like this, where we have blue fade into black. Anyone, it could. We can actually just change the color later on, so there's no point of trying to make it as perfect as you can. So hit T on your keyboard and type whatever you want to type. Here I'm going to type social. Okay, Alex, just leave me alone for a while. Okay, social. Let's click social. No, I can't spell social. My goodness. Social media design. Okay, and I'm going to break this one into 2 lines. Select and just I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to make this one bold. Now my inter automatically selected because that's what I've selected before, and that's the reason why it's happening like this. And also look at the text spacing. We have it as -20, and we have the line spacing as 1.1. So always take note of that, so that your design can look, because sometimes you may look at my design and you make the same thing, it's not looking the same. These are the subtle things. Okay, the text spacing, the line spacing, all of those count. Okay, so I'm going to go to my upload folder and I'm just going to bring in some of my designs. Doesn't matter which one, I can always switch it later on. Okay, so I'm going to make this one and I'm going to make a copy of it, Alt drag. Okay, or I can click on this plus icon, it's still going to make a duplicate. So what I can do now is to zoom in and make sure that it's touching each other. Okay, so I'm going to select 3 of them, push it to the side. Okay, and come here and resize it until it reaches the end. Then this one I'm going to alt drag it, and now we have the 6. So I'm going to select all of them and nudge it to the top, so that we don't have some cutout at the end here. So now that we have this, I'm just going to replace all of them quickly. So I'm just going to go to my designs, especially those ones you've made for the 30 days. Okay, this is where you're going to use. I'm going to drag it on top of it. It's going to replace it just like I've just done. Look at this one here. I'm going to drag. Okay, drag it on top. It's going to replace. let me look for my designs. Okay, I'm going to drag, replace, I'm going to drag, replace. I'm just going to select all the social media type. I don't want to add this happy weekend because clients are not looking for happy weekend design. Okay, don't hurt your brand with that. Always use actual design that looks like you serving. And also this happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, I don't really fancy it. Especially I think I like this one. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're just trying to create an example here. Well, let's bring in one. Let's bring this happy new month, the like happy new month design, because that's one thing you just want to fill in their social media post. So now that we've made this, we're going to make something very spectacular. I'm going to select one. Okay, I'm going to copy, Control C this, and I'm going to go to a new folder and I'm going to paste this, Control V. Okay, and I'm going to make this one big. Okay, because we want to create a drop shadow, because the drop shadow in Canva will not help us to be able to do that. So we're going to create our own drop shadow. I'm going to select the background and I'm going to make it to be pure white, any color. Okay, but make sure that it's a solid color. Okay, now that we have this, I'm going to select this and I'm going to come here and I'm going to say download, and I'm going to download just this page. Okay, and just click download. I'm going to make sure it's transparent. Now this is very critical. Make sure that it is transparent. Okay, and just click on download. Once we are done, I've downloaded one before, but once we are done, I want it to download so that we can use this very one. We can come back to our design and continue. Okay, let's not wait for that. I'm just going to navigate to my download folder, and I'm just going to bring this one in, this one that I've created before. Okay, I'm going to drag it into our design. Now you can see that the one I've dragged in is different from the one I've downloaded, simply because it doesn't matter which of the design that you create and download like that. This thing, did it upload? Let me try it again. Okay, now you see that I've downloaded this one before. So what I need to do on this design is to come to edit, come to filter, then look for dual tone. Okay, dual tone. Now I got dual tone there. I'm going to come to this part and just make it black. Okay, come to the second color. Okay, this one is asking me to download now. I don't want to download anymore, thank you. I'm just gonna come here and say black. Okay, now we have it. I'm gonna come back from filter and I'm gonna come to this tool here, come to see all, and I'm gonna come to blur. Now we're gonna make the blur to be 100%. Okay, now what we got is this, right? This is going to be our drop shadow. Now we're gonna make it a little bit bigger than what we have. Let me scale it down a bit, and now I'm going to position it somewhere like this. Okay, now what we can do, we're going to send it to the back. Let's come here, come to layer and just send it behind this one that we have here. Now that we've sent it to the back, come to transparency and just dial it down a bit. Okay, and so you are dialing it down. Look at how faded, how the drop shadow is actually looking on this layer behind. Okay, I'm just going to position it somewhere here, and I'm going to select both the shadow. Okay, select both of them and group them. So now I have this one that I can rotate that has drop shadow, so I can take it down a bit, scale it down and position it somewhere like this, so I can always scale back. And now all we have is this. I'm noticing that our drop shadow is too strong, so what I can do is to ungroup. Okay, and click off, come to your drop shadow, and now you can take the opacity down a bit. Then after adjusting, select both of them again and group. Now the reason why the grouping is important is so that you can rotate both of them at the same angle. Okay, so that one doesn't look off. Okay, now what we have is this. So I can take this one a little bit up, I can make a copy of it, and just type my name just to create some identity with the design. Gravity.design. Okay, and now I can select all. I can remove the boldness, I can make it italics, and now I can position it somewhere here. I think that's too big, something very small. Depends on where you want to position it. Okay, now, okay, cool. Now that we have this, now you remember the tutorial that we made before of us trying to create something like this. You just need to take that design and Ctrl C, come to your next page, and just Ctrl V. Okay, now that we have this, and we can position it somewhere like this. One thing that you should know is, let's say the color of your background does not match with your design, you can just pick any of your design and let it match. Okay, I can select this one for instance. I can say right click and I can say apply color to page, and it's going to pick the color from the design and apply it to the page. I can say no, I don't want that color, I want this color from this design. I can say apply color to page, and it's going to pick the color that is going to match from this design with the entire page. Or maybe I don't like this one, I can say our drop shadow is covering all of this design, but let's say this is what we want, and you can see that we are losing this line behind there, but it doesn't matter. And we can do this. This is where it's even matter most. You can right click on this and say replace apply color to page, right? It's going to look at the design. I think I've done this one before. Okay, it's going to look at the design, and you constantly just keep doing it until you see the color that matches your design. All right, I don't like this one. I think I prefer the first one. Just keep doing it until it rotates something that you like. I think this is the one that's better. So I can make a copy of it. Ctrl D, come here, then select the image. Now I look for a design that you like, especially the design that you've already placed here. Come here now and look for the design again, and just drag and replace. Now you can right click on this one now and say apply color to page. Now it's going to look at the design and pick colors that will match the background. I think this one is nice. I love this one. Okay, now the same thing goes, you duplicate again, come here again, replace the design with one of the one that you've picked before. Let's go back. I think we also uploaded this one, and just right click and say apply color to page. It's going to look at your design, pick the colors, click once you see the one that matches your taste. I don't like all these ones. This is kind of cool. So it's kind of cool. Sometimes when you see the one that is already good and you like it, what you can do is to duplicate it, okay, and continue doing it in case you don't get to see the one that you like again. Then you just have to go back to that one that you've I think I don't like all these ones. I think it's just repeating everything, so I think I'm going to go with this. Now we have this, and we have this, and we have this. So you can select all this. Okay, I'm making this on my, it's a large document with over 180 something pages, so I can come here now, select all of this. Okay, you may not be able to do this on your phone, but I want to show you this. I can copy this now, come here, come to my home page, and just create a new page. Okay, click on this, and now we can create a new page and then paste our design and download it. Then that's going to be our social media post. Okay, so that's how you can present your design online, and that will be a great thing to have on your page. And your promotion will just go with simply you come in there, change the title, social media design, or maybe adding one or two things, and you're good to go. So I'm going to right click here, click on this three icon button and say paste. So it's going to paste my entire design. So you can actually create a template in Canva that you can be using all the time. So let me delete this empty page. So now what we have is this, okay, and this can be your social media post. If you are following me on Instagram, you notice that what I do isn't different from this, okay, and this is just going to be your promotion. And also you can download this as PDF. If you come here, okay, download here, click download, and you can download as PDF. Let's say PDF standard for document. And now if you've made this page to be as long, you have so many pages here, you can download this and send to people in your contact and say, okay, this is what I do, I'm a social media designer, these are some of the work I've done. Now with this, you're able to market yourself as a designer to people, and now you can get clients or people who will refer you and all that. So now that we have this, we can just come here and say download, and it's going to download the entire full page as a single document, which makes it easier for you to just send to people on your DM, especially on WhatsApp. Okay, but let's say you want to download it for social media post. Just come here and say PNG, and I always increase my design to 2x mode, and I just click on 2 on my keyboard, click off, twice larger than the normal design size that I use in designing it. Remember when we were talking about print designing for banner, right? The same thing applies here, so that your design can be sharp and crisp. Because when you post design that are large on social media tends to, in a way, reduce your design. Okay, so when you have it in a larger form, by the time they compress it, social media compresses it, you still have a lot of quality in there. So I'm just going to click on download, and it's going to download everything as zip, and I can unzip it and post. So that's it for this video. You can make your design, make a social media post. You can make something like this. I've given you some other. I'm just going to type this. I'm going to save this as social media post. Select all. I'm going to type social media post. I always put 1. Then my next post is going to be like 2, 3, 4. So I have kind of a list of everything I've posted, and I know which number I am, so that when I'm going back to post, I know I've posted I've posted day 1, I've posted 2, I've posted 3, maybe I'm on 51, so I don't get myself confused. So I'm just gonna click on download. That's pretty much it. That's downloaded. So make your design and make something similar like this and post, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.